What's up, y'all? It's your boy Herms on behalf of the Draft Sharks crew, here to bring you some fantasy football vibes. Let's go! Hey everyone, welcome back to the Draft Sharks YouTube channel for another fantasy football vibe session. If you're unfamiliar with what this video series is all about, don't worry. You can go and check out the last couple episodes here on this channel. Fortunately, it's a pretty easy concept. I think you'll pick it up pretty quickly. In this video, we're going to go over some of the good vibes that I have about Washington Commanders running back Antonio Gibson. We recently talked about Antonio Gibson and a few other fantasy football sleepers in our newest article over on DraftSharks.com. If you want to read more about the stuff that I'm referencing in this video and some of our thoughts on some other really talented players we feel are flying under the radar, go over and check it out. I also left the link in the description for you. Now, last week, I got a little bit spicy on the Twitter timeline by posting this tweet saying that I was just a little bit skeptical about the report from The Athletic indicating that Commanders head coach Ron Rivera was really invested in getting Gibson more touches in 2023. One of the things that Rivera mentioned in this report is that Gibson is a perfect fit for what new offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy wants to do with this Commanders offense moving forward. But this is far from the first time that we've heard Rivera say that he wants to give Gibson more touches, more work, more involvement in this offense. You may remember that when Gibson first came into the league, Rivera mentioned something to the effect of giving Gibson some sort of
Christian McCaffrey type role.
And from that point, the hype just got completely out of hand. But to Gibson's credit, he did finish his first two NFL seasons as a top 15 running back overall in PPR scoring. But last year, rookie running back Brian Robinson eventually kind of stole the lion's share of the Commanders' backfield, and as a result, Gibson recorded career lows in carry, rushing yards per game, and a few other pretty important key offensive statistical categories.
Did I just say categories?
It's all good. Don't worry about it. Just move on.
And I'll admit, maybe it's the Washington, D.C. area skeptic in me that never thinks that the Commanders are ever going to do the right thing and put players in the right roles and all of that, because I've watched the Commanders do completely nonsensical and weird things throughout my entire lifetime. But in the interest of good vibes, we're just going to focus on what could possibly happen if this report turns out to be true. That might end up being a possibility if Antonio Gibson sees more involvement as a receiver out of the backfield, an area in which he has excelled as a football player at both the professional level and the collegiate level. For as much as I talked about Gibson kind of being disappointing last year, he still finished 28th among all running backs in PPR scoring. A lot of that came through the fact that he caught 46 passes for 353 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. The cool thing about that is that new offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy is coming over from the Kansas City Chiefs. He was in charge of one of the league's past happiest offenses over the last several years. In contrast, the Commanders' offense barely threw the ball at all. In 2022, they ranked 23rd in pass rate, 27th in pass rate over expectation, and 20th in overall pass attempts. That's not great. So let's imagine that Antonio Gibson gets some sort of role similar to what Jerick McKinnon did for the Chiefs in 2022. McKinnon finished 2022 with 56 catches, 512 receiving yards, and 9 touchdowns.
That's a lot of points.
And to make matters even better, Gibson is the only running back in the Commanders' offense that has shown a track record of being a good pass catcher. Brian Robinson only saw 12 targets as a rookie last year. And the Commanders' 6th-round pick out of University of Kentucky, running back Chris Rodriguez, only had 20 catches over his entire collegiate career, which lasted 5 seasons. Gibson has recorded 124 receptions over the last 3 years, a total that ranks 10th among running backs in the league. So you know what? Maybe I should ease up on Antonio Gibson. Maybe we should listen to Ron Rivera, especially considering the fact that Antonio Gibson is wicked cheap in Dynasty leagues right now. DLF's May startup ADP has Antonio Gibson going as the RB 40 in Dynasty right now. That's a damn good price for a running back that has shown he can be a good pass catcher, is going to be coached by a guy who's going to design an offense about throwing the ball a lot, and plus, Gibson is about to be only 25 years old here in a few months. So for now, I'm choosing to look on the bright side when it comes to Commanders running back Antonio Gibson. Go out and send an offer form in your league today. Thanks for joining me in this vibe session. If you liked what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a like. Check out all of our other videos too. We have so many cool things here to offer you at Draft Sharks. And don't forget, check out the website, www.draftsharks.com. Adios!